What is up, guys?
Hello.
Ryan and Tiffany here. Just having a very deep conversation about which state is better known for inbreeding. Because somebody on here said, do we know what kind of Cajun seasoning?
The Cajun seasoning known as Slap Your Mama. And I was like, just having a conversation with Ryan. Like, I don't know how to cook that kind of food. I was like, isn't that like New Orleans? And he's like,
Narlands.
It's called Narlands.
Yeah.
That's one kind of.
Oh, like, Alan says West Virginia. That's interesting. I said Alabama, Mississippi.
I thought Florida.
New Orleans. Florida's like
the don't they like make fun of Florida? Like,
what do you mean?
Yeah, like it happened in Florida. Of course, that story.
Well, they say Florida Man, right?
Yeah.
Because that's like the big title. Is Florida Man did this. You remember? I don't know if I ever told you this. I'm sure I did. Do you remember they caught a guy here in Florida that was he had an alligator tied up in his backyard and he was having sex with it? Oh. Like, what happened in your life that has driven you to that?
This is the thing now. It happens a lot.
Does it?
It does. With like farm animals. Mm-hmm.
Well, I know Afghanis, Al-Qaeda likes to do that.
It's terrible. So like minutes before I got on, I literally walked into the studio like 3 minutes ago. And then I looked at myself. So this is me in the mirror, right? I'm like, okay, I'm just going to like not bother really doing my makeup today because no one's going to notice anyway. And then I like came down and I saw myself like minutes before we're going to go on. And I'm like, ooh, dang.
Tiffany, you look great. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Stop.
Yeah, you look great.
Look, so I made that face and then my neck hurts. You guys will not believe. Like, I feel like I need to put bubble wrap around myself and then I need to get a life alert. You know that thing that you like press the button.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, because I went shopping with Lincoln and I closed the trunk lid and you would not believe this in my SUV. I slammed it right on my collarbone and I slammed it so hard that I almost like.
You were crying.
I was crying, but I was embarrassed because there's a whole bunch of like people. So I was like trying to like. But
what were you looking at, or where was your attention on when you were trying to shut it?
It was nowhere. It was on the trunk. I don't know what happened. Like, I have no idea, but I have a massive like lump here and it's killing me. I don't know. I feel like I hurt myself so much.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like,
we need to have a camera on you.
I'm for sure when I get older, I'm sure going to have to get life alert. I know it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's terrible. And we're going to like probably have to get like one of those gymnastic things like at the bottom of the stairs.
I got life alert. I'm just going to pull out my pistol and bop.
Oh, stop it. So how was everybody's weekend? I hope everyone had a nice long weekend. You didn't work today really, hey?
Nope.
This is like a first.
Yeah.
I'm okay with like taking kind of rest days. I mean, I still do the cleaning and the cooking and stuff like that, and the laundry, but I thought you were going to work, and I was really hoping that you would rest, so that's really good.
No, I purposely made it a point not to.
Yeah, because you're not sleeping very well. You had a nap today because Ryan sleeps on the floor.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this.
This is a new thing. We have like a super great mattress now. We bought it last year, and Ryan sleeps on the floor.
I fall asleep on the floor.
Yeah, but the alarm went off this morning. You were on the floor still.
I don't think that's true. No.
Yeah.
I was in bed.
Okay.
No.
He sleeps on the floor till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
3 or 4 in the morning, then I get in the bed.
So I feel bad. I'm going to buy like one of those thick yoga mats and stick it underneath the rug so that he can sleep a little better. But
Tom Cigar says Ryan is Asian. You know, it's like my back. It's like for some reason when I'm laying in the bed, my back hurts more. But then when I lay on the ground, maybe because it's harder or something, my back hurts less.
Which sucks because we just spent a lot of money on these mattresses for your back.
I know. Whatever.
Yikes. Might have to get a way harder one. Floor sleeping is great
That's what she
for
said.
the back and cheaper than seeing the chiropractor. Ryan goes to the chiropractor several times a week too. So.
I go for sure once a week, and that was another part.
So floor sleeping is great for the back. Is this something that people do?
Apparently, Asian people do it. Maybe that's why they're so much smarter than Americans.
I actually know Miss Anita, pastor's wife.
Yeah.
She used to always sleep on the floor too, in the closet.
She used to sleep in the closet though.
But
so that brings it from being normal into being a psychopath.
No, it's because she could have dark, so she would sleep in their master closet. She would close the door, and it would be dark, but she slept on the
And
floor
then she couldn't
too.
hear the
So I
voices.
guess floor sleeping is a thing. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if you sleep on the floor, but Japanese sleep on a mat. Very comfort. Very comfort. Very comfort.
Oh, very comfort.
Very comfort. Sorry, Tom.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Okay, your body weight naturally aligned to the spinal cord. Hey, I guess, I mean, whatever then. Sleep on the floor if it makes you better.
Yeah, it's okay until when I wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, my knees are killing me.
Yeah.
And when I go to get up, I'm always like, oh, God, this is a terrible idea.
Wow, and you're like 38. This is terrible. Anyway, does anybody have any questions on here? Go ahead and let them roll because we've told our stuff, so...
Okay, I got a crazy story first while we're waiting for some...
You didn't even tell me. Usually you tell me beforehand if you have a crazy story.
Yeah, so this happened in Lakeland. So a dude goes into a house in Lakeland wearing full body armor. Apparently he's got an AR-15.
He busted through their patio?
Yeah, murdered 4 people.
When did this happen?
Sunday.
What the hell? Why didn't you tell me about this?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you realized this is part of your job and you're supposed to keep up on things. No, I'm supposed to keep you in the loop on everything? Okay, whatever.
Wow.
So he busts open the door. He first pulled up. He was parked out front, and the homeowner
shoot to get in there?
Homeowner called 911 and said there's a crazy man here. He came and said he pulled up and said, God told me to come here and have a conversation with your daughter. You know, you gotta know sometimes when you're dealing with crazy people. When we were driving home from church on Sunday, there was this homeless guy on the corner.
Yeah.
So the kids said, can we give him some money? And I said, sure. So I pulled out $5. I gave it to Paisley, who was sitting in the back. And I said, roll your window down and give it to him.
They always like to give the money and say, you know, God bless or Jesus loves you or whatever. But so then, we cracked the window open a bit.
But then as the guy's walking up, he just started talking gibberish and kind of aggressive. And I was like, nope, fuck this. Roll the window up.
Don't cuss.
Like, I'm not letting you, if you're already this crazy, we're trying to help you, and you're acting crazy as you're walking up to us. I can't let you get this close to my kid.
Yeah. Hey, ting, ting.
So pretty crazy. And then...
So wait a minute. So he just did that, and then they closed the door, and then he came in their back patio?
I don't know what happened, because, you know, articles, it's very new. They don't really release a lot of stuff yet.
Did they say this is random?
We don't know yet.
Wow.
But one woman was killed. She was in a separate house on the property. 11-year-old girl shot multiple times. And then the 2 other people. So then they arrested this guy.
And this is in Lakeland?
Lakeland.
Well, we need to watch the Grady Judd thing because he's going to break it all down.
Okay. So you realize that when Goche edits this, he's going to put all that in there, right?
Oh, okay.
So then they take this guy to the hospital, and then he tried to grab the cop's gun and tried to shoot the cop, and then they were able to detain him further. So this guy's pretty freaking crazy.
Whoa. Okay. 11-year-old girl. Oh, she survived.
Oh, the 11-year-old girl
Mary said
survived.
She survived. She's in the hospital. Oh, the mom was killed holding her 3-month-old. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And it just goes to show we do not know who we're dealing with. You might think it's just some crazy dude sitting in front of your house talking gibberish, but that guy might be preparing to kill somebody.
Yeah.
We got to really pay attention.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody coming in with a rifle, you know, into your house, like smashing through the patio doors. I mean, even us, Ryan, you got to admit, like, we're not prepared. If somebody just shoots through their back patio, I mean, you're laying on the couch or you're sleeping on the floor, like in the living room doing your stretches. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, some things you can prepare for, but some things, you know.
This is why you should let me buy a frag grenade.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, he said he was also on meth.
Yeah, I read that too, Frank.
You know, it's all this, man, drugs. Not a good combination. Totally sucks. I hate hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. Violent entry is not going to be looked upon mercifully in my house. What do you do when that guy's got a rifle? Like, unless
that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand it. Yes. Okay. So always prepared, mow my grass. And that's you typically too. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you just kind of let your guard down. Like, if you're wearing your jeans, you usually have your gun on you. But sometimes, you know, we're sitting in the house and you got your comfy shorts on or your comfy, you know, pajama pants.
Sure.
And you got some popcorn and you're watching TV. Like, I mean, it's hard to be. And I know people that have, guns kind of stashed all over the house and stuff. But when you have kids, they got to be kind of they do have to be in a lockbox of some sort because you don't want your kids to get into it. So I'm just saying, that's a hard situation when however, if he came to the door like that, that would be your red flag, right? Now you're like totally like, okay, crap, I'm going to get my gun, right?
Yeah.
So, and then you should have some type of protection by the time he comes in through the back door. But
okay, so crazy. Larry's got a question. Larry, go ahead and type your question, buddy. And let's see, somebody else, Wayne, says, do you know if your class, is it good in Ohio?
Oh,
so if you live in Ohio, you can take our concealed carry class and you can get a non-resident Florida concealed carry permit. I don't know if our class qualifies to meet the standards of the Ohio permit, but you can get a Florida non-resident permit, of course.
Okay. This is why I always have a gun in arm's reach. Yes, I agree with you. And that sometimes just means like we have a couple of those little like thin lock boxes and stuff. So you can have those, around, but it's just crazy.
Yeah. Like I could get to a gun in 30 seconds in my house, but if I'm sitting on the couch, I don't always have a gun right next to me.
Yeah. So Joe says I wear a belly band with my pajama pants at home and you use it too. But I mean, you go in the hot tub and then you put your pajama pants on. And I'm just saying, sometimes, you don't always
listen,
100% of the time have it on you.
If you attack me when I'm in the hot tub, you are going to know what it's like to have a 170-pound naked man jump on your face.
More like probably 160. Are you 170 now?
Oh, man, I don't the surgery's got you messed up. You're out of your rhythm tonight.
No, I'm not out of my rhythm. I was half asleep. I mean, this is me today. At 5 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I made ribs and mac and cheese and baked beans and I did it all and I cleaned it all. And it's 5 o'clock and I'm like, I'm done. I'm going to put my pajamas on. I'm going to bed, right? Because I'm thinking I'm going to crawl into my bed. I got my remote. I'm going to be like, lift it up, right? Like an old lady. And I'm going to watch my TV. I'm going to pass out. Then it hits me as I'm walking up the stairs. I go, F! And Ryan goes, what? I'm like, still alive tonight. Like everything changed. Now I got to go do makeup and hair. And
okay, we got one of the greatest comments ever.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so this person follows us extensively over a period of time, several years, right?
Okay.
From a guy who sharted, flipped his car, almost got knocked out by the gun he was hunting with.
Who is this?
Talking about the shotgun.
He knows
then
you.
Eating the animal. Tiff, maybe Ryan is better off sleeping on the floor.
Okay, wait. I've never seen that. Why have I not seen
this name
Coachy
either?
Bunny? Did you change your name? Because I haven't seen this YouTube name, but you sure know a lot. Or did you did you binge watch?
Okay, so we were thinking about having a game show night. So a live stream kind of game show. We'll have a bunch of prizes, but it'll just be to see who knows the most information about us.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't say that. Now you just spoiled it.
No. It gives people time to go watch and get your bearings right.
Yeah, what's our favorite color or favorite drink or something like that.
And you said some of the easy stuff, but even some of that stuff is tough. You've obviously watched a lot of my videos if you know all that stuff about me.
Oh, yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Baked beans sounds like some Mexican potheads. No, it's... I'm Mexican, so I can say that. Toothpick coming out of the hot tub.
Oh, bro. Did we...
What?
So I came out of the gun range the other day, and there's a note on my windshield wiper. And I'm like, oh, my God, somebody must have, backed into my truck and dented it or something. So I get out, I get the note, and the note says, sweet truck, toothpick. And I was like, oh my God, a fan must have noticed
recognized me and left me a note.
Oh, my God, I'm feeling special, right? And then I get home, and Paisley's all... And I was like, what's up? And she goes, did you see anything on your truck? And I was like, I don't know. What are you talking about? She goes, we left a note on your truck. So her and her auntie were driving by, saw me parked at the gun range, and decided to leave the note, which was pretty funny.
Just like Ryan again at his class, right? So he takes their picture for the
keeps happening, man.
He takes their picture for the application, right, to send it in. So this guy's like, can I get a picture? And Ryan's like, yeah, sure, man. Come here. And he's like,
and I was like, pull out your phone. And he goes, no, I mean the picture of me. And I was like,
the passport photo. Ryan's like, oh.
No, I was like, damn it happened again. And then he goes, I'll take a selfie with you if it'll make you feel better. And I'm like, no, this doesn't make me feel better, man. I don't need like a courtesy selfie to like prop up my ego. All right.
Okay, yeah, changed his name, Cosmo Afterlife 71. Knew it. Thanks.
Okay. So Larry says, I just moved to Florida, Palm River from Indiana.
Okay,
I have a lifetime CCW.
Okay.
Is it valid here? So to answer that part of the question, as soon as you establish residency in the state of Florida, that starts a 90-day timer on your Indiana concealed carry permit. So even though you have an Indiana lifetime permit, that permit is no longer valid in Florida after 90 days of living in Florida. So you have to get a Florida concealed carry permit within those 90 days if you want to continue carrying a gun.
Yeah.
By the way, just got Florida driver's license. I do like to carry.
Mary said Johnny Fingers haunts me. He's so gross. Those old videos are coming. He's posting them now on Facebook, and it's like cringe.
Listen, if you guys think that is cringe,
you should see the ones that didn't make it.
We deleted a lot of stuff because we were like,
you have me to thank because Johnny Fingers was so disgusting. Like literally,
we had some rough Johnny Fingers videos.
Oh, they were so disgusting.
Oh, do you remember the one with him?
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. They were so disgusting. Like Ryan's sense of humor is not like mine at all. I hate it because
the one with him wrapped up in the cellophane.
Oh, you didn't post that one.
I'm pretty sure that one got posted.
Did you?
I think so.
No. I don't even want to talk about the ones that.
So here's the deal.
I don't want to bring it up.
I just want to make sure that all of you guys know, my loving fans, and Tiffany knows, all of those have to be played at my funeral. All of them.
I thought you also want to be shot out of a cannon.
No, that happens after the funeral. But at the funeral,
we're going to play Johnny Fingers,
Tactical Steve, Johnny Fingers,
Toothpick,
Buck, all of them.
Okay. And then
that's my legacy.
And then we shoot you out of a cannon.
Shoot me out of a cannon.
Okay, this is Ryan's last wishes. So, I don't know. Like, do we have to find property work? Are you allowed to shoot a cannon in Florida? Like,
no.
Do we do that again?
Again, this is to represent me. It's only a felony if you get caught. Oh. So you just do it and you say, it was his last wishes. What do you want?
All right, here. Do you ever question your mental health when editing your videos when you do your characters? Do you? Do you ever question your mental health?
No, I think I'm awesome.
Ryan thinks he's a comedic genius. I'm the one that has to talk him down off the ledge and be like, yeah, you're not.
Oh, no, I'm a genius. So,
yeah.
No, those videos are pretty amazing.
I'm going to the body farm. What's the body farm? You can't get shot out of a cannon. You donated to science.
No, I donated most of my body. I did not donate my penis to science.
Shut up.
Okay.
So we're going to shoot your penis out of the cannon.
Out of the cannon.
Great. The kids are going to love that. Quick, bring Dad's penis over here. Quick. Like, does it have to be like on a red pillow or something? Like one of those ring?
That sounds fit.
Flopped over penis?
Sounds fit.
Well, if you die old, it's going to like be hanging off because the balls are going to be like so long. Disgusting.
First time here, get the rhinos out of the legislator. I don't know what that means.
If you do the application and you forgot to sign and date, will it get rejected?
Yes,
it will. But not that big of a deal. They're going to send you a letter saying that your information was incomplete. They're going to ask you to re-sign and fill out the application and mail it back to them within 30 days. Not too bad. But because they're backlogged right now, you are going to wait for it. Just saying.
Okay, so this Quack Bunny, however you say it, Quack Bunny says, have you heard of the SIG Z320 XCompact? Am I the only one that got the orange, jellyfish, water when seeing that beauty? Is that a sex thing?
I don't know.
Is that some weird, kinky sex emojis that I don't understand because I'm over 30?
Because you're old. Okay, wait. Love the show. Thank you so much, JFKR Patriot. What ranges would you recommend in and around Tampa? Thank you. So go ahead, Rye. In and around Tampa.
I go to Universal Jewelry Pawn and Gun Range a lot. Really like it. If you're talking, I think that Wyoming Antelope Club in St. Pete is one of the safest gun ranges ever.
Okay.
Really like Wyoming.
It's an outdoor range, which is nice.
Yeah.
They don't sell like ammo and stuff though, so you got to bring your own. And if you have little kids, they have good like plinking, little 22 duck plinking.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And
which is amazing. That is the only gun range that actually allows you to bring children of any age as long as the kids are behaving.
Paisley, Ryan was taking Paisley when she was like
4 and 5.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really cool. Like, the little cricket, little savage.
But I would even go there to like sight in guns for customers, and Paisley would just be sitting on my lap while I was putting rounds down range.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I really like that.
Some people go to Shooter's World, but it's really busy. They give you the time limit, like an hour or whatever. And some people don't like that because they like to take their time and do, some different things.
But their range is very advanced. So if you like that.
Yeah.
I was at Shooter's World the other day, and man, I'm not impressed with them right now because they did not help me. 4 times. They would not help me over the phone.
They make you wait in line. Yeah. They're not very friendly, which kind of sucks because they were doing a good job, and I don't like to dog anybody, but it's like we waited in line and they wouldn't even like look up at you and acknowledge you. You're there for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Yeah. Where's the customer service?
So anyway, hopefully that helps.
Yeah. Okay. Our favorite.
Okay, so hold on. Let's look at this gun right here. This is made by Zev. So pretty sweet. Ported, nice. Some really cool, aggressive slide cuts. Yeah, I like it. It's a sexy looking gun, man. The reality, everything Zev does is super top notch, super high quality. So you really can't make a mistake buying a Zev
Totally
gun.
agree. Will A says, do you think we, Americans, will be obligated to register our guns because of Biden's UN Armed Treaty debacle 2.0? Is this unconstitutional? This is bull crap. This is
so let me hold on a second.
Of crap.
This was one of the topics for tonight. I tried to find a funny picture of Sleepy Joe.
That's a funny one.
I really try to be like reserved and avoid any type of really violent rhetoric or whatever. So basically what I don't think Joe said it, but one of his policymakers, I don't remember, got up and basically they're talking about re-signing this UN's arms treaty, which is basically going to require the dispositions of firearms to be tracked from manufacturer all the way through the process to the end user. And they said, the White House's statement is, we need to reduce small arms in the world to be able to keep people safe.
Or to control people.
You stupid mother effer. You just gave thousands of guns, thousands of explosives to a terror organization. And then at the just a couple days later, you're talking about, we need to renew our commitment to ban small arms across the country. And you remember President Obama attempted this, and thankfully Republicans were able to stop it, and then he attempted it again. And now sleepy, creepy Uncle Joe Biden is going to try to do it again. When I first heard about this, it was like Friday, and I was going to do a video, and I thought I'll just wait till Monday and talk about it. People say a lot. What has to happen before we actually go to war? Before we actually escalate this into a bigger level than just talking? I think this is it. If the UN is going to try to come into America to take guns away from Americans, it is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. That is when we have to our entire demeanor has to shift drastically. So what's going to happen? I really don't know. But I think this is very scary. And I think do you think that they just think we're very dumb?
No, I just think that they're just going to try and get away with as much stuff as they can get away with. So it's going to be passed as, again, some type of, we're doing this to help you. It's not going to be passed as, but it's just scary. It's scary to think that, they would ever have the right to come here and start confiscating guns, which, first the registration, and then once the registration happens, what do you do when they are knocking on your door?
It changes things.
Yeah, it does change things, and it's very scary.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say it on video because I don't want to get red flagged or do anything crazy here, but this is scary. This is a pivotal moment in American history, and I'm very scared to see what's going to happen next. not only with this, but also with some of the other ways that they're trampling on our constitutional rights. Yeah. Tell me about what you wanted me to Google a few moments ago. The largest criminal penalty fine.
No. So somebody posted on Facebook. They said, I dare you to Google who paid the largest criminal fine in U.S. history.
So she walks in here and says, just Google that, Ryan. So I Googled it. It was Pfizer. Pfizer paid the largest criminal, not a civil, like, hey, we messed up, it was an accident.
Yeah.
This was criminal. Where they purposely, fraudulently provided information to the public. And it was like 1.2.
No, it's like $3 billion or something. It was a
crazy number. So again, I'm not saying the vaccine is bad. I'm not saying the vaccine is good. But it's hard to trust when this is the kind of stuff that's happening.
And that's, that should be taken into account. I mean, that's somebody's criminal background. I don't know. That just kind of freaks me out a little. Yikes. So, awesome. Thanks for the answer. We need to wake up and fight back. We definitely need to wake up and be ready. 100%. Society is seen as weak. Yep. Totally agree.
Yeah, I think the purpose of government is to continually pump nonsense. And did you hear this, Tiffany, that President Biden just signed a order declassifying a bunch of recordings and stuff that happened on 9/11? So when he said that, as soon as I saw that article, first thing I thought was, what are you trying to distract us with that's going to be coming out? Because they're going to slowly release these documents over the next year. What are you trying to hide and distract us? Because what does it matter? What the hell does a 911 call being released from 9/11 matter today, 20 years later? It doesn't. But you're trying to distract us from something else that is more important.
More guns and tacos. Yes, we're talking about it. We're talking. I said to Ryan, I'm like, hey, we did like a couple episodes. What if that was like a season, and then the next season we did like, a different type of food or something.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking too. Like if we did it as seasons, then it would be more sustainable. Yeah. Because we could bang out, and let's just say we did 12 Guns and Tacos episodes for the year. Yeah. But then we could do some with Buck, with some of these characters and stuff, which I think would be cool.
No, I figured we could change it up, like Guns and Cars or Guns and...
Guns and Cars would be cool. And go check There's this place in like northern central part of Florida called like Past and Present Motors. Yeah. And it's a car dealership, but they only sell like custom, really badass cars. Yeah. The hard part is I'm going to have a hard time not buying a car.
Well...
I have been wanting...
Listen, honey, too freaking bad. You need to wait. You need to wait till our children are like grown and paid into college. Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about this right now. I'm just saying. We're thinking about doing like seasons. That way we can
Okay, look, George Lopez says guns and chicks.
No, George.
I like it, George.
No.
I like it.
Yeah, we're going guns and then we go hang out at a strip club. Is that what you want us to see?
We go down to Miami and we find aspiring actresses.
Yeah, Tiffany, aspiring actresses.
That maybe just need a little bit of help.
Okay, guns and barbecue. Ryan's favorite is barbecue. Do you like barbecue better than you like Mexican food?
I love barbecue food, man.
You do.
I'm
not a huge barbecue person, but we could give us some ideas. Give us some ideas. Eat guns and shoot tacos. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so is that what it says? Florida?
I don't know what you're seeing.
Is there a particular way to carry a gun when driving? I am a Florida concealed carry permit holder. Yes. So if you are walking through a Home Depot with your gun concealed, however that gun is concealed when you're walking around is the exact same way it should be concealed when you're driving in a car. I've done videos on this topic. You should never have to change the position of your firearm. If you are changing the position of your gun, you are doing something wrong.
What's your video called so you can tell him and he can look that up on?
We got like 500 videos now. There's no way to know.
It's a really good video.
It's called like driving, concealed carry, driving, Tampa carry, driving with a gun. I don't know. Type something like that.
So do that. So listen, they're saying bullets and beaches. There you go. We can check out some good beaches. Guns and Cajun. Yeah. There you go. So guns and skydiving. Hell to the no. Why would I ever jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Like
I would. That. I've always wanted to, but my back, I would get injured.
You know what skydiving I'll do? Like the indoor skydiving where it's just a blower that pushes you up. I'll do that.
We have a leaf blower. I'm sure we could replicate that.
Yeah, I don't think that leaf blower is going to be doing anything for me. Oh, gosh.
Aspiring actresses are usually found in motels filming gangbangs.
Guns and Grub. Yeah, Guns and Grub is actually better because then we can do like different, they're saying sandwiches. Yeah, like Cuban food. I really like Indian food. And I like, is it Puerto Rican? What's with the...
You can't call them Puerto Rican. That's racist.
No, Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
Isn't it plantains? The caramelized plantains. What kind of food is that? Somebody help me, please. Help me. Bullets and beer. Ooh, we could go to a couple different beer places.
Oh, like a pub. Yeah, like that Copperhead downtown. That'd be cool.
Yeah, there's tons of those. See? Keep giving us ideas here, guys. Guns and spas. Oh, are you thinking about those spas downtown on Kennedy there?
Those Asian spas that are open at 2 in the morning?
The rub and tug, or what do you call it?
Yeah, rub and tug.
Rub and tug. Oh, gosh. Guns and tattoos. Oh, we could go to a couple different tattoo places. Ryan's already got too many tattoos.
Plantains are Cuban food. There you go.
Cuban food. So we could do Cuban sandwiches, stuff like that. So anyway, do you guys think that would be better to do it that way? Because then it changes it up instead of just watching Tiff eat and complain about chili rellenos all the time? Is that...
Okay, so Elvis says, is having a gun in a glove box okay when you don't have concealed carry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to have a firearm in your vehicle with or without a carry permit as long as it is securely encased.
Yes.
So securely encased means a gun can be in the glove box, center console, zippered gun bag, hard plastic case, snapped in a holster, something like that.
Because in Florida, your car is like an extension of your home, basically. So they classify that as okay without a permit. Just got to be safe about it. Guns and Mormons. Oh, gosh.
I don't know what that video would be about. Hey, here's some guns and we got a Mormon.
How does Tiffany know about the tug and rub? Okay, I don't know about it, but the only reason why I do know about it is because Ryan talks about it in his concealed carry class. That's the only reason I found out about it. Otherwise, I didn't know that this was really a thing.
No, the lady, I used to get a massage like once a week, and I became friends with the lady who was like a much older woman.
Yeah.
Right? So, I was talking to her one day, and I was like, does that ever happen? She says, I don't do massages at people's homes anymore because it was happening so much.
That's crazy.
And I just thought that's, like, you got to have a lot of guts to, when she says flip over, be like, hey, why don't you slide your hand under that towel, miss?
Well,
how does that conversation get started?
Just you talking about this made me think of Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I didn't watch that documentary.
Oh, you need to watch it. Yeah. It's so terrible. Ugh. But that's totally the creepy thing that he did. Ew, gross. Ugh. Guns and lasagna. There you go. Ryan likes older women. Yes, he does, but only like 4 or 5 years older. He said he doesn't want a brand new car. He wants one with some dings and some scratches.
A couple scratches in the fender.
Dirty carpet a little.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, Guns and Grinds Coffee. Ooh.
I like it, Steve. So we could go try a bunch of different Starbucks restaurants and see if they all taste the same.
Starbucks? There's that Foundation Coffee. There's some like fancy coffee shops we could go try a coffee. I'm liking this. Do you guys think that this is a good idea? That we could, no happy endings for Ryan. No, Ryan's not going to get any happy endings.
Yeah, I'm married. I don't get happy endings.
Nope. Too bad.
What is that last one? AP reloading. Guns and splucking? What does that mean? Do I need to Google that like on a closed browser or something?
SPE lunking.
Hold on. Let me SPELUNKING.
We could do guns and scuba diving. I can't scuba dive.
Okay, so splunking is the exploration of caves, especially as a hobby.
Oh, hell no. Ryan would love to do caves.
I've been to lots of caves. You've never been in a cave?
I'm scared.
When I was in California, you think I smell or something?
I don't know. I keep smelling.
I smell fine.
It's not you.
So I used to, in California, we used to go to caves and stuff on field trips as a kid a lot. It was awesome, man. I love it.
Guess who's sleeping on the floor tonight? Well, I don't even have to tell him. He's just going to sleep on the floor anyway. So, bullets and hot air balloons. Well, thank you very much, Kathy, but you ain't going to get me up in one of those hot air balloons.
You wouldn't do a hot air balloon? No, I think we should.
Maybe.
I actually like this. I think the vlog should just be us going and doing crazy stuff like this.
Oh.
Like maybe just go get some coffee. Maybe it's go do some hot air balloons.
Maybe it's horseback riding.
Maybe it's doing a raffle on here for, somebody said guns and gats and tats. Maybe we raffle off a tattoo on me.
Oh. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There we go. So anyway, paramotoring. I don't even know what that is. He keeps telling us all these things that we got to Google. Look at that.
Guns and shrimp.
Somebody squeezed off a silent one. No, it's not like a fart smell. It's like a BO smell, but it's not. It might be. I don't know. Sometimes
I've been sitting on this same pillow for like 2 years, so I mean,
maybe
I've never smelled this pillow before. Maybe that's possible.
Okay. So does anybody have any questions? Family fun and firearms, zoos, parks, etc. Yes, we could do that. So I think that we've come to the consensus that people would like other things other than guns and tacos. And then we just name it whatever it is, guns and hot air balloons or guns and whatever. So that, I actually think that sounds fun. Yeah. Because we can do different stuff. So.
Okay. Sounds like we might have to take our kids with us on a couple of these, which is going to suck.
Yeah, maybe. Guns and bikinis starring the lovely Stephanie looking at guns while Ryan's showing off bikinis. Nope. Don't want Ryan in a bikini.
Who's Stephanie?
Yeah, that's okay. It's Tiffany. That's okay. Guns and colonoscopies. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Thoughts on Florida FWC ranges? Ocala, and we haven't been, so we can't tell you.
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, Tenorock is FWC gun range, so I think it's fine.
They're fine. They're good.
Yeah, I didn't think that there was definitely no negatives. Tenorock used to be, it was always owned by FWC, but it used to be run by a private business.
Right.
And it really went downhill because they weren't reinvesting money into fixing it and keeping it up. But now that FWC took it back over, I think I haven't been there in a long time, but I don't have any complaints about it.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything like either spectacular about it. They don't do anything, that's different, or at least in the one that we've been to, that's different than any other gun range. So, but nothing bad about it.
Yep.
So,
okay,
I
Ryan,
still like the guns and tacos. Okay, I'm always up for a chili relleno, so we're not ruling that out.
Sure.
And since we stopped, we really haven't had any Mexican food.
I know.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah.
I went and had Mexican food the other day without you, but besides that.
Are you joking?
I'm kidding.
Oh, gosh. Joking. I was like, get really mad at you right there. The American citizen is the only one who pays any government fines. Companies pass their fines to the consumers.
Yeah, but people don't understand that, Michael. So, like, they talk about raising all these corporate tax. This is something that's taught in Economics 101. All costs get passed on to the consumer. If you raise taxes to the business owner, all we're going to do is charge the consumer more money, and the consumer's going to pay it. And then you're really the one that gets hurt. And that's what's so funny about all this stuff about raising taxes, more fees, more fines and stuff. Why doesn't the government stop spending money like wild and control what they're doing? Like, if a normal person spent money the way the federal government is spending money, you would be bankrupt. But the federal government just keeps getting more loans and, again, just perpetuates the problem.
Ken says, what are some places to avoid when concealed carrying, meaning it's prohibited in Florida?
So you're not allowed to carry in a place of nuisance, police, sheriff, highway patrol station, prison, jail, any meeting of a governing body of a county, public school district, municipality, or special district, any school, college, professional athletic event, certain areas or all areas of the airport unless you're actually bringing the gun on the plane, and a bunch of other places. But this is probably a good segue into why you need a copy of my book.
There you go.
Florida Concealed Carry Law, which covers all of this.
$20 on
our website. In intricate detail.
And a bunch of other things too, like shoot, don't shoot scenarios and lots of cool stuff in that book. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Probably because you wrote it and you're my husband, so I kind of got to promote it.
Because I'm pretty freaking amazing.
No, actually, I had to proofread it like 500 times, right? And edit it and stuff like that. It's a good book. It's got a lot of stuff in it. Like, I'm actually...
For somebody who can't spell for nothing, like I went and spoke at my kid's school at like a parent-teacher day or whatever.
No, it was like one of those education
Bring your dad
days.
to school day.
Yeah.
So I was like, who here is not good at spelling? And a bunch of kids rose their hand. I said, who here is not good at grammar? And they rose their hand. And I said, you don't have to be. I'm not good at any of that stuff. And I've written like 5 books.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like,
she's like,
no.
No.
But I was like, I just pay somebody to fix all my spelling for me. And they're like, oh, okay.
Super funny. Okay, Ryan, do you know of any good carbine ranges around here? And is armor required? Armor. No, you don't have to wear armor.
If you feel like you need to wear body armor to go to a gun range, you need to go to a different gun range.
Different gun range. Yeah, I don't know what carbine.
Hey, thanks, Dan. We appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Dan. They all got over COVID.
I would say, yeah, Dan did have COVID, huh?
Well, his kids did. I don't think but his kids did. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he got it.
So, it's harder for me because I just have our own property, our own gun range that I go to if I want to shoot this stuff. So I don't really have an answer.
Yeah.
Mine's different. I have all my own steel. I have a ton of steel. And the one
that we did go to turned out bad, and they yelled at Ryan, and he said, I'll never come here again. I'm never recommending it. So now we don't recommend that place. So.
Yeah. So
sorry. But you can do that at Wyoming, right? You can shoot rifles at Wyoming.
You can shoot rifles at Wyoming, but you have to be seated and shooting it from the bench.
Okay.
And you can shoot Straight and Shooter's World.
Okay.
Again, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Just not my thing, right?
I prefer outdoors, but that's just me.
Okay, so exploring the unknown. What's your thoughts on Florida becoming a constitutional carry state, and how do you think it would improve Florida's crime problem? I don't think it would have an effect on Florida's crime problem at all. I think that is a huge myth, in my opinion, because Florida already has 2 million concealed carry permit holders. But in my opinion, I bet less than 10% of those people actually carry a firearm every single day everywhere they go. So because of that, that's not the issue. So I don't think constitutional carry will have a positive effect on crime. I don't think it will reduce crime or increase crime. And I do think it'll pass. So that's kind of my opinion.
Okay. The word is enroll, not enroll. Did we?
Who knows?
Did you spell something wrong? Did we spell something wrong somewhere, Charles? Just let us know.
Probably. Okay, will the criminal Biden administration ban on Russian-made ammo have an impact on overall ammo cost? Wade, I think it will, because I think what's going to happen is we're just now kind of getting out of the firearm or the ammunition dip in supply. So the demand has always been there, but the supply has kind of been gone. We're just getting out of that. And now people are getting scared again.
I was going to say, but every time he opens his mouth, I mean, it's just going to keep happening. So now with this signing of this thing, people are feeling like, oh crap, need to, get bulk up on ammo again. So I just feel like it's going to keep on for a while.
And buying that really cheap AK ammo that we've always come to look towards, right? The really cheap Russian stuff, it's just not going to be available anymore. And somebody at the gun store the other day was saying, now what Russia is going to do is they're going to try to import the ammunition from Russia into another country, let's just say Africa, and then Americans can import it from Africa.
Right.
That's actually illegal. We've done import and export with our firearm license. We never actually did it, but we were licensed to do it and all that stuff. And it's actually illegal to do that. There was a big gun company that got caught in Miami doing that, and the owners ended up going to prison. So I don't think that's going to be the strategy, but I do think it'll have a negative impact on ammunition costs, and it's going to make it more difficult.
Larry, I don't know if we answered your question. Can you type it again for us, please? Because sometimes it just gets lost in the feed.
Okay, Florida man is real. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, you did in your YouTube advertising for your course. No big deal.
Okay.
But have a look.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we know how to spell enroll, but Ryan just confessed he doesn't know how to spell. So.
But that's also not the issue. Anytime you see descriptions on our YouTube videos, I don't write those. One of our employees writes it, Glidell.
Yeah. So sometimes but that's okay. Yeah. We'll fix it.
Are there employment opportunities or career opportunities in the gun industry? Gunsmith, range safety officer, sales.
Gunsmithing. Oh, Lord.
Well, not really. Not if you're looking to make real money, serious money. Gunsmithing is a very low, it sounds high skill. It's a very low skill job. And the pay is very low.
Yeah. For instance, when Ryan did gunsmithing, because he did it for 5, years, half the time, like, oh, you get a little scratch on something and now you're out of pocket for that, or a spring goes flying and then you got to
I can't tell you guys how many times I would Cerakote a gun.
Yeah.
And then go to put it together and it would scratch or a piece of paint would flake off. And I'd have to strip the whole gun and start over.
Yeah, sandblast the whole thing, start over.
Oh my gosh, it takes a
lot of time. The equipment is expensive. People don't want to pay to have it done, so I would just say not really.
Yeah.
So
and most range safety officers do it for free.
Yeah.
So most of them work for free so that they then can shoot at the range for free.
Or they make a normal, whatever.
$10 an hour.
Couple bucks an hour.
Yeah,
but it's definitely not. Yeah. Okay. So we probably won't see it gone for a year or more. But somebody in Ukraine will ship it to us. Okay. He's talking about the ammo, I'm guessing.
Okay, S. Kane says, can we have only Tiffany on the new book cover? Man, we had some controversy over the book cover this week.
I don't even know if we're going to do this book cover because then people are like...
Hold on, tell the whole story.
Okay, so do you have the...
I asked you for it. You didn't have it.
So the book cover has Ryan on it, and then it has me looking at Ryan, like lovingly.
Okay, and me looking at the camera, right?
Why? Because, one, that's the picture that we had. We had professional photos done last year. We don't have our next photo shoot scheduled for another couple weeks, but we want to get this book going. So I pulled that one. I was like, this is a nice picture of us. Not thinking like too much about it, right? I'm looking at my husband. Why am I looking at him? Because I love him. I admire him. I'm looking at him. Some people were upset because I was looking at him and not looking straight at the camera. So then it looks like I'm giving him all the credit, but I
wrote the book.
He wrote the book, so he gets all the credit. Now, granted, I, helped the business and stuff like that, but he wrote the book. And then people said I shouldn't be on the cover.
Oh, who said that? You didn't tell me this yet.
Some people in the group said I shouldn't be on the cover, that I should be, that picture should be on the back or the inside because only the author should be on the cover. So I was like, okay. Then there was... So that was basically the two big things. So now I don't know what to do. Do I just wait? Do I just get you on the cover? I don't need to be on the cover. I don't care. But
I think we do what we wanted to do and just put the picture we want to put.
Yeah, but I didn't read all this into it. Like, and then somebody said it looks like you're looking to him for protection. And you should carry too. And you should be looking at the camera because you shouldn't be looking at him for protection. I'm thinking, no, I'm just looking at him because,
It's just hilarious.
When you go to the photographer, they're like, okay, now you look at him and now you look at her and all this stuff. So I'm like, I don't know.
It's just funny how much people read into this stuff.
I know. Ryan and I are like, I don't know.
It's just a picture.
Yeah.
Husband and a wife.
Just husband and a wife.
Like this isn't like to push women back 50 years. That's not the goal here.
No, I know. And I was like thinking we should just have Ryan on the cover. But he said, no, I like it. I
like that picture.
I think that you should be on the cover too. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. I don't care either way. But
yeah.
It was just kind of funny. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if we should put the thing. Ryan wrote the book, but it takes you both to build what you have built. Yes, Mary, and that's what I was saying, because we give our book to our students, typically. Anyway, right now, we're giving the book for free to our students. So, they know that I'm all the customer service and the one that handles all their calls and their questions and stuff. And then they watch us on a Monday Night Live. So I was thinking, yeah, it makes sense to have us both on there because everybody knows Ryan and Tiffany, right?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Not everybody, but the cool people know Ryan and Tiffany.
So I'm confused. I don't know what to do anymore.
We just print it.
Yeah, I guess so.
We just print it.
I don't know.
We got your opinion. We got your feedback, and we don't want it.
Yeah, no.
So
no, we want it, but I was just so Ryan. So don't you want to know the cover that Ryan and I actually both liked the least seems to almost be the winner, but then now yours is coming up ahead because Ryan's favorite is the colorful palm tree one.
Yeah. And it is. It's catching up.
It's catching up, but only the one with the American flag that I added to it.
Okay.
So, but I think that's going to be the one that we go with because you love it. So, anyway.
So Emilio says, Ryan, did you ever finish the Texas book for this year? I don't know if I started it.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to finish it primarily because of constitutional carry passing in Texas.
Yeah.
So what that means is that the market, the ability to sell those kind of products is drastically reduced. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really interested in making products for a state that is now not going to want to buy them.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of effort. the hardest thing I have ever done is write a book.
Yeah, it is. It's hard, right?
Yeah.
And because it's a law book, this is not something that you can just wing, right? This is not just telling stories.
Yeah, this is like...
But why don't you tell everybody about the newest book that you just finished?
Yep, so it is called Florida Concealed Carry, Shoot or Don't Shoot.
Yeah.
So it is just filled with a bunch of shoot or don't shoot scenarios, and these are all real situations that have happened to my students over the years, and it's pretty awesome. It really allows you to go through the decision-making process and figure out, what am I allowed to do and what am I not allowed to do in this situation? It still just really shocks me. There was a guy in the class Saturday. What exactly did he say? He woke up in the morning and found his car window was broken or something like that. All of his stuff was in the driveway, and somebody broke into his car and stole a bunch of stuff. I said, what would you have done if you were walking by your window and you saw somebody breaking into your car? What would you do? And he said, I would run outside with a gun. Well, that's illegal, and you will go to jail. And he's like, well, they're on my property. Nobody cares. You're not allowed to threaten somebody with a gun just because they're on your property.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, and then again, the story we talked about in Lakeland a couple weeks ago, where the tow truck company pulled out the gun and shot the driver of the vehicle that they towed. And the tow truck owner, when the police showed up, he said, stand your ground, stand your ground. And the sheriff said, why do you keep saying stand your ground? And he said, because this is stand your ground shooting. And they said, no, it's not. This is not even close to stand your ground. People have this false belief in their mind that they understand what they're allowed to do and what they're not. When in reality, I know I've said this a lot, 90% of gun owners don't have a clue.
Yeah.
They really don't have a clue.
Because they just don't want to take the time, and they just think that they can shoot
because somebody at a gun store said it's legal.
Yeah, and then they end up, unfortunately, in a very sticky situation, and usually
kind of like the guy, we had a guy not too long ago that got into a fight, and he said, yeah, the sheriff told me that if I would have had a gun, I had a right to kill him. And I said, well, that sheriff's deputy is an idiot.
And you're going to go to court, and, I mean, no one's going to believe you, and nobody cares. It's not like the sheriff's going to get up on, so you can't just take, what somebody says. Hey, RV Dog, what's up, Canic Bill? I hope you're feeling okay. I know, did he start chemo last week, or did he start
No, he's been,
this week?
He's been. He just wasn't on
Hope
Wednesday.
You're feeling okay. Okay, so with that book, a lot of you in the reviews for the book say like, hey, I really love the scenarios. I really like where you break it down on when you can shoot and don't shoot. So if you like those stories in Ryan's book, that's what this new book is going to have. It's going to have all shoot or don't shoot scenarios, all broken down. So it's going to be pretty sweet.
I started working on a third book last night, actually. I didn't tell you about it yet.
Oh, gosh. What is
So this started with the Joe Biden, this new international gun control thing. And it's a book just about the Second Amendment.
Oh, nice.
So really, I started really going over what did the founders truly believe. And I know I cover that inside the Florida Concealed Carry Law book. There's a chapter on it.
Yeah, but you just did a chapter.
Yeah, so I'm talking really in depth. James Madison is the one that proposed the Second Amendment initially. Who was he? What did he believe? And why did he, as they're drafting the Constitution, all of a sudden say, hold up, guys, we need to have a bit. We've already given these things the federal government is not allowed to do. We need to have the actual rights of Americans in here. We need to include the right to Americans to keep guns, and that cannot be taken away. So anyway.
Yep. I know, Canic Bill. Everybody likes number 2. That's the one that Ryan and I were, they're fine, but that's the one that we liked the least, which is so funny. It's just a flag. We love the flag, but it just seemed it was plain. Just a flag. Yeah, Ryan liked the Florida plum. Ryan's favorite was the palm trees, the colored palm trees, and mine was just the flag with the blue background. But anyway.
So we do have the Florida Concealed Carry Law book on audio.
Yeah.
How do people buy that if they've already purchased?
Just in the link. The link, it clicks and it says, do you want Kindle on Amazon? Do you want the print
Is it on
book?
the website?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So go to tampacarry.com.
Yeah.
And you can buy the audio version. It's not on Audible. We're working on it. But Amazon, despite the fact that they deliver packages super fast, they are extremely difficult to work with.
Yeah. Exactly.
So getting books on Amazon, geting audio on Audible is extremely difficult. Yeah. And it takes a very long time to get it approved, but we're working on it.
Okay, Scotty PP has a question. I don't know if you know it, but Ryan, I'm confused. Wasn't the U.S. in that arms treaty before and Trump got us out.
Yeah, Trump backed us out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was through Obama, then Trump got out, now Biden's putting it back in.
Right.
Yes. So that's what happened. But yes, Trump did get us out. So, but it looks like we're going back in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Okay, Nuke Tech says, I'm a former NYSP sergeant. With regards to deadly force, you better be able to prove you had no other options available to you except deadly force.
Agree.
You don't have to prove that in Florida.
Oh, yeah. Florida, they have to prove.
They have to prove with clear and convincing evidence that you did not have a fear of reasonable death, imminent great bodily harm, and imminent commission of forcible felony.
But however, I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yes, the jury's going to have to believe that you actually felt that way. So if you can't convince, like you had that one student that was like, told you a story, and everybody in the class, he's like, so I could shoot him. And you're like, no, you can't. And he said, well, he basically is saying I was in fear for my life. And Ryan said, well, I don't think that you were. And then you asked everybody else in the student, which is about 12 students.
Yeah, so
everybody's like, nope.
He was sitting in the front row, and I said, do you have a reasonable belief that you're going to die within seconds? And everybody in the room was like, nope. And he's like, yeah, no, of course, yeah. And I was like, dude, everybody else in the room doesn't think you did. So this is the jury that would convict you if this were to go to court. Crazy.
So, my sister just hopped on. She said, wow, all those comments are dumb. It's a great picture. You guys do whatever you want. Thanks, Lori.
I don't see her on here.
Mary Atkins said that the Women's Concealed Carry Group just hit 900 members. So
awesome.
If you're not a member and you're a woman on here, go ahead and click. Just search in Facebook, what is it, Mary? Concealed Carry for Women.
Concealed Carry
for women. And it's Mary and I as the admins on there, and it's a great group. And if you're not a woman and don't identify as a woman, then you can just go to Florida Concealed Carry, and then that's Ryan and I's group on there.
Okay, so Will A says there needs to be more clarification or examples of how to apply stand your ground. That's what my book is.
That's what the book is, though.
Like, just inside of the Florida Concealed Carry Law book, I bet you there's 10, maybe 12 stories of how the stand your ground law applies in Florida.
Right, yeah.
And then inside of this new book, Florida Concealed Carry Shoot or Don't Shoot, there's dozens of them.
Yeah. And the reason that that's good is because now you can fully understand, you can go through each one of these situations, and then Ryan breaks it down like, what are your options? You can shoot, you can do this, you can call 911. He breaks down what your options are and then what you're legally allowed to do. And he breaks down each section so that you can really understand why you're legally allowed or why you're not legally allowed. And then what it does is it helps you if you're ever in a situation similar. You've already kind of played that what if game, as Ryan calls it, in your head, so you can act quicker and you can act appropriately. Because like Ryan had a student text him and said, someone's,
kicking in my door.
Kicking in my door. Can I shoot them? Well, that's not the time that you want to figure out if you're allowed to use your gun or not. And when, God forbid that ever does happen, you want to be able to make a split decision and you want to be able to make the right decision. So you really need to, understand the law and what you're allowed to do within the law.
And it's not just that. It's also when you are getting interrogated, because you're going to get interrogated after a shooting, people have this false belief, and again, I talk about this in my book, but they have this false belief that because they're going to have an attorney, so Tiffany's the attorney, and the detective is going to ask a question, why did you think you needed to shoot? And I'm going to whisper in my attorney, and then the attorney is going to give the answer to the police. That's not how this works. The police are going to ask a question, and you have to answer it. And the attorney's only job, their only ability, is to write down what you said and then try to fix all the mistakes that you made. So you're going to, if you're not prepared, you're going to say really dumb stuff during your interrogation, and the attorney's like, okay, well, shit, I'm going to have to deal with that during the trial. That's going to be a problem. Oh, I'm going to have to deal with that one. So you got to have a really deep understanding of this stuff so that when the officer asks you, why did you think you had to shoot him? Because I truly believed it was my only option to stay alive at that moment. I did not think I had any other option. I wanted to get up and run away, but the guy was standing right over me. So you know how to tell the story so that story is then going to be fed to the jury in an appropriate way. Instead of like Michael Draka said, because I thought kicks were coming. Okay, well, you're not allowed to shoot somebody for kicking.
Because kicking, yeah, exactly. So Mary said, yes, when my husband and I are out and we're when we're out and about, we like to run random scenarios by each other to see what each of us would do. It would be nice to have the book to see the real facts. Yes, that's exactly it. Is you have to understand these things, and it's good to have that conversation. We even have the conversation with our kids, right? Because it's good for the kids to understand certain things. So anyway, really cool. Oh, here's the link for the ladies group. Thank you very much, Mary. Ting Ting, if you're on Facebook, I tried to get a hold of you. If you're on Facebook, join that women's group because Katora's in there too, and we're like, we need Ting Ting.
Okay, so Terry says, can you explain your free gun class and does it cover other states than Florida? So our concealed carry course online is free. So you click on the link, you enter your email, and you get to watch a 30-minute concealed carry course for free.
So it's going to break down all the laws.
The basics.
Yeah, the basics.
To get the full course and all the bonus courses, free copy of my book and all that other stuff that we provide, that costs $59. Yeah. And that also includes the live fire portion of the online class, which is required by the state of Florida to actually get the Florida carry permit. Yeah. So if you get the Florida carry permit, you're then allowed to carry your gun concealed in 38 different states across the nation, which is awesome. I haven't traveled, I guess, in the last 2 years since COVID started. No, but you're going to be
traveling, though, right away. You're going to Louisiana. Yeah. How do you say it? New Orleans?
No,
you're going to New Orleans?
Yeah.
And you're going, and then we're
Orlando.
Okay, we're going to Orlando.